be seated in a chair. You can be seated on the floor. If you're seated on the floor, I'd suggest using a pillow or something to help give you a little boost here so that your knees aren't achy, your hips aren't achy, and your back isn't achy. Ooh, sorry, just get the chills. And I'm inside. All right, let's start to settle in here. Begin to move and breathe as one unit. All of us together. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up towards your ears and then rolling them back and down. You can continue with that more linear motion if you'd like, or you can bring it into that dancing, sultry move. Make it what you'd like. And maybe take a pause and head the other direction. This is one of those, there is another direction. Let's see. Eventually starting to rein it in, bring it into center. Now you have the opportunity to either open your eyes or keep them open in a steady gaze or close them, your choice. Let's focus in and just noticing your sit bones and if they feel level and if they don't, what do you have to do to find that balance in the middle? From there, you're going to send the energy up through each vertebrae, all the way to the back of the neck and the crown of the head rising without overdoing or being rigid. The spine is flexible, it's not a rigid rod. Let's start to take our awareness to our other senses. Or actually, before we go there, check in with your body and do a little scan, noticing any of the sensations that might be speaking to you, whether they be tightness or discomfort. And without judgments or stories, you're just noticing. All right, once you've checked in, just let that drift away. We're going to head off to our other senses now. Can you pick up on any sounds outside of your space?
Just, can you hear any sounds outside of the space? But yes, my husband is peeing.
And turning it to the sounds inside the space, maybe coming from your screens.
Be careful, please.
To the sensations of the air flowing in and out the tips of the nostrils.
Careful, so cold.
Can you sense that each nostril is getting equal airflow, or does one feel a little blocked? And as you start to notice this each time we come to this practice, it might be an awareness of something to explore. Why is one always blocked?
Will you be back by 11?
Notice the temperature of the air flowing around you.
Just wonder.
And then we'll start to take it into a conscious breath practice here. So equal length of your inhale to an equal length of your exhale. So let's start with that 6 count as your maybe a good guidepost.
Careful, there's a lot of traffic there.
Full exhale. Next time you inhale,
you mute everybody but you. 5. It's distracting.
3, 2, 1. Breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Continue if that feels comfortable. If it feels like you're gasping at the end, just carve it out by 1. Let's go at least one more cycle. Let go of the breath rhythm as with the end of that left exhale. And just return to whatever feels comfortable. Notice your state of mind. And perhaps checking in with those little body areas you checked in with previously, just to see if anything has changed. If it hasn't, that's okay. Just no stories about that either. All right, let's bring the palms outward, offering an intention to our practice. This week I've been offering one for you of extending joy or experiencing joy, noticing joy. Maybe it's through the practice today of just turning the corners of the mouth up, or perhaps it's finding those little bits of joy through the day. Those little things just make you smile. Gotta hold that close right now. Let's blow it away ceremoniously. Bring the palms together. If they're not, they are already. Spread those fingers wide. Bring the tips of the thumbs towards your heart and the elbows out. We'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do 3 breaths to activate our shoulders and our core. So as you breathe in, belly expands. As you breathe out, palms press together, belly skin draws inward. Just enough effort, not too much. Okay. 2 more breaths like this. Exhale, belly draws in and palms press together. Good, last one. Great, let go of that effort. We're gonna take the fingertips forward, push them forward, and then push the palms away, spreading out and open. When you're ready, lift the palms and rise up. Once the palms meet, elbows can bend a little bit. You're coming right down the center. Activate that core to give you strength here. And then right back in. Okay, we go 2 more times. Pushing it out, pushing it away, lifting it up. Palms together, exhale down the center. Right back in. Last one. Pull it right back in and release. Let go of the effort. Clasp those hands. We're going to warm those wrists up a little bit more. So figure 8 or twirlies. When I look at it, it doesn't look like a figure 8 at all. I used to do more like this, so you're welcome to do that version. All right, take a pause in the center stop point and head the other direction. All right, great. Let's take a pause. Take the backs of your hands forward. Let your little wings spread. Drop your head. When you're ready, flip to rise. You can always grab onto a wrist instead. Okay, big stretch in, press it up, and then we're going to flip those arms down. Exhale. We'll swing one finger over, switch it up. Take the backs of the hands forward. Let your little wings spread. Drop your head. When you're ready, flip to rise. Inhale. Big morning stretch. Send your hips down. And when you're ready, exhale, float them down. All right, my pelican. We can still be pelicans even inside. All righty. Let's do a little bit more from neck to spine. So we'll do the Charlotte. Right hand to the heart, left hand to the thigh. Sweep that arm open, inhale, gaze right. Sweep it back across, gaze left. 2 more. Each time you turn, that opposite shoulder stays back, so try not to let it come with you. This is how we get the neck more mobile. Next time the right arm reaches out, take the left hand down by your side and start to reach that right arm up and over. Left shoulder stays out of the ear. And take your gaze down towards the left floor, your left hand. Option to bend that top elbow to cradle the head. Take another breath into your upside gills. When you're ready, push the floor away from you, slowly rise up and release. All right, go ahead ahead and relax those shoulders. We'll take it to the other side. So right hand on the thigh, left hand to the chest center. Open up, inhale, gaze left. Sweep back across, gaze left. Oh, sorry, gaze right. 2 more before we hold for the side stretch. Last one open. Take the right hand down either to the side of the chair or the floor and start to sweep that left arm up and over. Right shoulder stays out of the ear. Take the gaze down towards the floor. Use your right hand to just gently push your left sit bone back down. And always that option to cradle the head by bending the top elbow. We'll breathe into the upside gills. 1 more. When you're ready, slowly reverse it back up and release. Make any little adjustments. All right, I think we're ready to transition. So let's make it onto either hands and knees, or if you do not want to put weight on your knees today, you can use a tabletop surface instead and come to standing. All right. Good, okay. So knees are open a little bit wide, arms are also open a little bit wide. Let's travel into a barrel roll. So you're gonna imagine you're inside of a big barrel. You're gonna slide to the top of the barrel, side of the barrel, top of the barrel, other side of the barrel, and the bottom. I'll show that from the front if you don't know what that looks like. I know everyone here has some element of change in their spine in terms of osteopenia or paralysis. This move is really more of an upper back. Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. Hi.
Hi.
I'm back.
Oh, good.
I'm back. I told you it's unstable. Okay, hopefully we're good. Just keep moving in your barrel roll. Maybe pause, head the other direction if you haven't already. It's weird. Everything's just as it was. It just kind of blanked out for a second. So I was saying that for osteopenia or osteoporosis, this is, you're not really rounding into the low back a little bit, but it's not enough to cause any harm. So, okay, let's bring it back to center. You're gonna bring your palms right under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, and send your right leg back into a half plank. Let's get my socks off. So we're gonna shift forward into your hands on an exhale. You can still do this in standing if you're choosing to not go onto your knees. And then an inhale, you're gonna head back into your heel. Good. So we got that exhale, drawing the belly skin inward as we head forward, heading back into that heel. Let's pause there next time. Push the floor away from you, get strong through the shoulders. Back of the neck is long. Take 1 more full breath in and out here. You can even press into that back shin to take some weight off the back knee if it's an issue. All right, come back through center. Let's take a little break from our hands. We'll come into tall kneeling. Roll the shoulders up, back down, and take the hands back behind. Full breath in, open. And exhale, release. 1 more. This is our mini camel pose. All right, don't overdo that extension if it doesn't feel great today. Take it back to the ground, hands under your shoulders. Take that opposite leg back. I think it's your left one. And we'll exhale, head towards the hands, belly skin strong. Inhale, head to the heel. 2 more. Good. Next time you head back into the heel, pause there. You can always keep that back knee a little bit bent if it doesn't appreciate that full straightening. I actually tried that just now and it got a nice little stretch down in the lower calf. It'll get more of your soleus muscle. Keep pushing the floor away. 1 more breath. All right, let's bring it back up. Tall kneeling. Lift the shoulders up, back and down. Switch the clasp of the hands 1 finger over. Take the hands down and open up those shoulders. Good. If going into more of a back bend doesn't feel great, just stay more neutral. All right. We're gonna take 2 different variations of downward facing dog. So if you'd rather do this in standing, you could move there now. All right, we're gonna start though in half plank if you're with me on the floor. Hands right under your shoulders. Take 1 leg back. When you're ready, exhale, push the other leg back. So we're in plank. I lied. We're going through plank pose, I guess. Shift up and back into down dog. You can do the same if you're in standing too. Use your chair, use your table. All right, and I'm gonna have you bend 1 leg and straighten the other and hold. And then switch, bend 1 leg and straighten the other and hold. All right, come back to center, both knees a little bit bent, send your hips up high, 1 more breath. This time we can lower down and you have the option child's, puppy dog, or kneeling. So puppy dog is usually the version I end up taking. I don't know why. I just like a little bit more stretch in my upper body than my lower back, but you can take it down to child's if you know that's okay for your body. 1 more breath here. All right, and slowly, slowly, slowly come back to hands and knees, or your prep for getting into downward facing dog from plank pose. Hands spread under your shoulders. Take the opposite leg back first if you don't remember which one it was, that's okay. Push the floor away, exhale, take the other leg back, plank pose. When you're ready, shift up and back, downward facing dog. Let's focus on the hands this time. So you're gonna draw the shoulder blades down and back, kind of roll the arms, the elbow creases of the arms forward or upward. And press through those middle knuckles of your hands. Keep the knees a little bit bent. Soften the tailbone, maybe 1 or 2 more breaths here. I'm losing it. Go ahead and settle down. Take your favorite rest pose, child's, puppy dog, kneeling. Arms can even be resting down by your sides. They don't have to be reaching forward. This is actually traditional, more traditional balasana or child's pose. All right, when you're ready, you can start to slowly, slowly, slowly rise up. All right, we're gonna get off our hands and knees and climb into standing. Let's grab your strap if you got your yoga strap or a dog leash or a cat leash. I don't know. Does anyone take their cat on a walk? I know somebody that does. I think 2 of you have dogs, 1 of you has a cat, and 1 of you has a husband. Just kidding. I think we've talked about that before. Put your husband on a leash or your mate. Okay, here we go. Let's take that strap, rise up. Good. If you feel feel like you can take that all the way back behind you, please do. Don't force it. Good, steady breath as you're rising up. You're still controlling that overextending of the back by drawing your belly skin inward. My first teacher that I learned from actually showed this as a core exercise, not even a shoulder exercise. All right, as we reach the top, let's take a pause there. Inhale up, exhale over. Take your gaze down towards that side. Inhale back up, exhale over. Good, one more to each. All right, we're back at the top. Release, take the hands back behind you for that back stretch. Fingers are facing the back wall. Pull on the strap, open up the shoulders. The legs are wide here. You can stop there. You don't have to do the forward bend. If you like that forward bend, you're gonna hinge at the hips, bend at the knees. This is also good practice for picking up laundry baskets off the floor. I know you wouldn't have your arms behind you, but unless you're doing some funky laundry routine. Relax your head. If you can, well, if you have the flexibility to keep your back flat and straighten your legs, give it a go. Otherwise, keep them bent. Bring those hands closer to your backside and pull on either side as we exhale, rise slowly. Okay. Let's, I think I'm gonna make this a fairly standing strap stretch day. So let's hold on to our strap and I'm gonna grab a block, or if you have a pillow, you can put that between your legs. Just tie my blocks back. So a block or a firm pillow. Or if you have one of those kind of round pillows that you put behind your back, those would work too. Okay, so feet are just coming down right wherever they land. Don't try to be hip width apart here necessarily. Palms are up with the strap about, I don't know, a little wider than shoulders. Here we go, we're gonna sit back into chair pose. As you bring the strap up, you're pulling on the strap. We're gonna rise up. As we do, let go of the strap squeeze, but squeeze the block or pillow between your legs. I know some of you have knee stuff going on, so if this bothers your knees to have this even here, just, you know, do it without. So rise up, or sorry, sit back, but lift those arms. Pull on the strap. Rise up, release, squeeze the block. Keep going, we're gonna go 3 more. I'm just gonna show from this side. Back is relatively flat, like I'm sitting back onto a chair. Rise up, release. 2 more. As you're pulling that strap, there's an exhale and the belly is drawing inward. Last one. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, release. Squeeze the block though. All right, let go. We can set the block or that pillow off to the side. Good, get a little shake out. Let's take the strap now, kind of back behind you. So I've got it back behind me. My palms are in the up position to hold on to it. We'll step to the left side of your mat or space, or carpet, whatever you're using. I know at home we don't have to actually be on a mat. You're gonna put weight onto your left foot. That's your balance foot, and either toe plant or lift the right. You're not really doing anything with the strap right now except for holding onto it so it doesn't fall. I am actually kind of pressing it against my back though for a little bit of balance, to be honest with you. We're gonna step that right foot out. So either 1 or 2 steps out. And then you're gonna pivot your right foot out towards the short side of the mat or your space. Okay. So we're prepping for warrior 2. Your hips are facing forward. Just knee, hip, and ankle check yourself that they're in alignment. I'm gonna slide that strap up a little bit higher so it's roughly around bra level if you're wearing one. We're at home though, we don't need to be, right? We're gonna bend into that front knee and you're gonna lengthen out those arms. Good. Gaze out towards the right. My palms are a little bit more in the up position. Soften the shoulders. You can use effort to push those straps or the ends of the straps away from one another. Soften the tailbone, draw the belly skin upward. One more breath. Okay, we'll straighten that front leg. Take the back hand down the back leg, and I have to shorten up the strap a little bit so I have some grip to pull on it, and you're gonna rise up into extended triangle. So both legs are straight. If the back bend bothers you, just don't back bend, just come to upright. So my top strap is pushing up, my bottom strap is pushing down. One more breath. Good. We're gonna come back, arms swing to parallel, bend that front knee. Now you gotta cinch up the bottom strap, take that front forearm down and start to reach the upper strap up. Does that make sense? So you're just keeping the tension on the strap so I can push down with that bottom hand and push up with the top. If this bothers the knees at all, just come out of it, find a range that does feel comfortable. Same with your shoulders. Good. One more breath. We're going to straighten that front leg, come back, arms parallel. If they ever need a break, just give them a break. And now we're going to swing forward into triangle pose. So keep the tension on the strap, one arm up, one arm down. You can always just let this back hand rest on your back hip. I know we got some shoulder issues going on here today too. One more breath. Find the joy, turn the corners of the mouth up. Last breath, rise up, warrior 2. I know, what is she doing? Draw the shoulders out, one more breath. And release that front leg, release the arms. Whew. Heel toe it back to center. Give it a shake off, all your little parts. Meet me in mountain pose, one breath. All right, you know where we're going, the other side. Let's head over. Right side of your space. Straps back behind, take the right foot, spread out those toes, and you're toe planting or lifting the left. Actually, I know what I'm doing. I'm the straps at my mid back, below broad line, kind of right where the ribs end, and I'm almost pressing that forward to give me height. All right, let's step that left foot over. And you're gonna pivot the left foot out to the short side of the mat if you're using one. Good. Line up for warrior 2 legs. I know you all know how to do that by now. Snug that upper strap up. As we bend in, we're gonna reach those arms again. Shoulders rock down out of your ears. And there's a push and a pull from back to front. Soften your tailbone and draw your front belly skin upward. Good. Find the ease in your effort. Let's go one more breath. We're gonna straighten that front leg. You're gonna snug up the back strap so that when you take it down, it's not too long, and start to reach that front arm to the sky, extended triangle. Back up here. If you press through the toes lightly, you're gonna get a little more stability and less hyperextension of those knees. One more breath. Okay. Go ahead and bring those arms back to parallel. Snug up the front one again. Bend into the front knee and start to lean in. You're gonna have to shore up that front strap so that when you plant it on your front thigh, it's not too saggy as you reach that back arm up to the sky. If the strap's just becoming too much to handle and mind doesn't want to worry about it, just let it go. I like this strap for its alternate, like I can push down with the bottom strap here and up with the top and get more length. It's just a feedback mechanism. One more breath. Straighten into that front leg. Bring the arms back to parallel. Get them snug again. We're heading to triangles, so we're heading forward. Reaching in, dropping that front arm down. You might have to shore it up a little bit as you reach the top arm to the sky. Option to just let that back elbow rest on your side if that shoulder doesn't like this. If you got the strap still reaching, reach the top arm up, push the bottom one down. You've got energy there that's you can use and build on. Okay, turn the corners of your mouth up for one more breath. Good, back to arms to parallel, warrior two. I know that back arm really feels this. Hold and release. All right, heel toe it in. Roll those shoulders out. Meet me in mountain pose for a breath.